Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is doing good today. I've got just a little quick pour. I say that and then it probably won't be a quick pour, but this is a, a soap dispenser, and I've had it for quite some time, so I thought that I would pour it, that it's time to pour it, and I'm going to do it in blues. So I have a blue raz, and then I have House of Blues, and I thought these two colors would go real pretty together. And then I'm going to probably do a little bit of white in it as well. So that way it'll marble real good, because I want to marble it. I was trying to figure out something else to pour with it, because of course, that being a really small mold, I was gonna pour something else with it, and I got a set in that came right here. Maybe this would, yes, I know it's going to be a simple video right now, but it's just going to have to be a simple video, because I do have other molds and stuff that I want to do, but I'm not really sure how much this thing holds, so I'm assuming it's probably going to hold maybe an ounce and a half, probably, if even that. So I'll mix up like 2 ounces. Maybe 3. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll mix up an ounce and a half, and we'll go from there. Not gonna do fast set. Not for this, because it's too thick. I mean, not too thick, but it's too what am I trying to say? Too deep. Alright, let me grab some epoxy here. I've got this tea expert here. I need to get to using this too, so let me grab some gloves. So I'm going to do, I think 2 ounces would get it. Okay, so 1.5 is at the line. That cup's not going to work, because it don't have a 1 ounce mark on it. So I'll have to get one of these. Alright. I'm doing my B first, of course. Always do your B first. And get down eye level with the cup so you can see your cup, so you know exactly how much you're putting in there. Okay. Alright, let me get a stir stick because I don't need to mess up a thing just for this. It may hold 3 ounces. I should have went ahead and mixed up 3 because I think that's about probably what it's going to hold. And I will put it in the bubble vacuum chamber for sure. I think I have a feeling I should have done 3 ounces. Is what I should have done. Probably even more than that, but I have a feeling that's what I should have done. And this tea expert is heat resistant. If I'm not mistaken, it may be food safe as well. Not that we're using it in food, but I do need 3 cups. And I'm going to split these cups. I'm going to try to split these cups 3 perfectly 3 ways. Because I may need to mix up some more. I don't think that this is going to be enough. Maybe enough for the part of the jar in the lid, maybe. But I don't know that it's going to be enough for the whole thing. But we will see. If not, I can always mix up a little bit more. Let me go ahead and just mix up some more because I know that's not going to be enough, so I might as well mix up a little bit more while I'm at it. Because I want to have enough, that way I get the color right. And it's not going to take me that much time to mix up 2 small little bitty ounces, so. And it's all going to go in the vacuum chamber anyways. Not that big of a deal. And this way I know I have enough. And then if I have any extras, then I will find some kind of extras mold to pour it into. Not a big deal. Okay, I think that's about good. Now I can actually do them to where I know it'll probably be enough with the 3 colors to do it. And it may be too much, but if it is, that's okay. Okay, that all looks about even. So I'm gonna get my little stirrers over here so I can get my leaking on. I'm leaking. I think I'm leaking out of this too. Or it feels like it. I tell you, the amount of paper towels that we have to use for resin is just completely insane. But you know, you have to have them because now these pigment paste that I'm using here, I got these a long time ago, so more than likely, I'm if I can find the link, I will list it. But if not, then I know that. Okay, this is the this one. I don't even know where this one came from. It's a I don't even remember this company really. But yeah, I wanted to do blues because I think most people are doing blues in their house now. I think that a lot of people have gotten away from the browns, and they went to blues and teals and make sure you scrape your stick real good and make sure that you mix that stuff real good, because you will get streaks. It'll be streaky, so just make sure that you mix it super good. Okay, that blue. Wipe your stick real good, and you can use it for the next one. Okay. We'll go ahead and put the lid on this one because we're done with it. My face is itching, and I do not like touching my face when I've been messing with resin. I don't use these pigments enough, really. I need to start using them a lot more than what I use them. But I just have so many, I'll never go through everything I have. And why the liquid? I don't get that. Why that liquid settles all the way to the top is beyond me. When you make your own pigment pastes. I mean, it's a gorgeous color though, but I just don't get why. Just make sure you scrape your stick, make sure you scrape your sides, your bottom, and mix it real good so you don't have streaks. We don't want streaks, that's for sure. I keep forgetting to turn my phone off. But look at that color. That is gorgeous. I love that color. In fact, all these colors, I think that comes from this one company. I think I made all of hers into a pigment paste because she had some gorgeous colors. She's local, or she was local. I don't know if she still is. I don't even know if she's still in business. If I can find her and I can find a link, I will link her. Oh no, this is Glitter and Grand. Now them, I know they are still in business, but I cannot personally find them. They are on TikTok. They're on Facebook, but I cannot get in to get a link to their site. They used to have their own website, but I don't know what happened. So now they don't have. They say they have a website, but unfortunately, I cannot find it. I have even gotten on TikTok trying to find them, and I can't even find anything on TikTok. So I honestly, I don't know. Maybe y'all will have better luck. I can put the name in there, but as far as to be able to link it, I can't link it because I don't know where they're at. I cannot find them. I know they used to years ago when I first started. They were working in out of their garage, and it was her, I believe, her and her mom. Um, but like I said, I've looked and I do see them. Um, you know, they're on the internet where they say they have this, and they have a Facebook, they have this, they have a website. I'm not able to find their website. I can't pull it up. It won't. I can't find it. Um, so I'm not sure. I know they say their Facebook, their um, I want to say Instagram and TikTok, but I've had no luck unless they just strictly sell on TikTok. I have no idea, guys. I couldn't tell you. Um, but I will list the name of the company in the description box. I won't have a link because, like I said, I can't find them. Y'all may have better luck than me, but I honestly, I can't find them. So, yeah, I don't know how to find them. And of course, I've got resin on my hands and I do not want to touch my phone. Of course. Of course I do. So yeah, I have tried looking for them several times. Because I do use their pigment pastes, a little bit here and there, but not a whole lot, but I do use them. And with this, I'm probably going to be releasing bubbles quite a bit in this because they're in these paper cups. I'm just hoping it don't, boil over a lot because there's not really that much in there. So I don't think it should. I know if my little Yorkie was still here with me, her name was Pebbles. That little girl, she's something. I've always been a Yorkie mama, and but Yeah, that poor baby, she was terrified of everything, guys. I mean, everything that poor little dog was scared of. She was scared of thunder. She just, poor baby. But she led a very spoilt life, though. She did. I don't know. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to marble. So we're going in, and we're not in any certain order. I'm just going to pour. Now this is like a blue-green, which is really pretty, though. And then, of course, we have our white. Normally, when I marble, I do put clear in. But yeah, I'm not going to do it this time. I'm just going to go with this and hope it doesn't marble. I mean, all, mixed together. And I may need to do these blues separate. So I think what I will do, I'm going to pour this white. And I need to pour the white, I think, in between the two colors, because if not, I'm afraid it's going to mix together. So, because this being so small, so I'm going to mix this white, and then I'm going to pour this. Well, that's not going to work either, because I'm still going to be pouring the blue over the top. You know what? I do have some clear left, though. Maybe this will keep it all from kind of running together. Because I normally put clear in my pencil holder when I do my pencil holder. And I have no problems with my marbles, so maybe that's what I need to do. Okay. And I mean, I really don't put much. I just put enough, I think, really to keep it from mixing together, I think. And I'm hoping that's what I'm doing. And I may be needing that clearing in this, because I think it's gonna not be enough even after 4 ounces. Try something a little different, maybe. I know Don, he did one here not too long ago, and he poured it down the side, and it marbled really, really good. I don't even remember which even one it was. What he was even doing when he was mixing, to be honest. I don't know. I'll tell you, that man, he can come up with some really, really pretty things. I'll tell you that. And I don't even know that he even is trying, to be honest. I honestly don't think he tries a whole lot. But I'm hoping this is going to turn out the way I'm wanting it to turn out. We've got some thunderstorms coming. If y'all hear stuff in the background, that's what it is. So I'm hoping I'm going to have enough to do the little lid too. That'd be nice to make it all both the same. I think I'm going to add all this into each one of these, so that way I know I have enough, hopefully, to do each one. Well, I thought I was going to have enough for some extra, but I didn't have enough for any extra, guys. And I'm just going to mix it up because I don't want any streaks. But I'm going to mix it up slowly because I don't want to incorporate no bubbles. Alright. Now hopefully that will be enough to finish this little thing up here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do this lid, and then whatever's left, we will, I will put, I'll finish topping that off. I just want to make sure I get this done. Let's see, there's a little thing right here that I really didn't want to squeeze because then it's going to mess up the pattern. But however, I don't want bubbles either. This definitely looks like ocean colors to me. Ocean vibes for sure. I think I have enough to still top this one off. Okay, I think I'm going to put the rest of that in something. I just don't know what it's going to be cute in at the moment. And my little butterfly. So we are going to do the little butterfly in a marble, I suppose. I think he'd be cute. I think it'll be cute in a marble. I think I'm going to do it like this though, because I think it would be a little bit quicker. And that way this don't start sitting up on me. Well, it probably won't be quicker when I have to keep wiping that stick off, so that was way too much white. Now, this may be quicker because this felt like it was a little thick. It did to me anyway. It does feel a little thick, like it's getting thick. And I have all kinds of molds, I just don't know where they're at. I'm hoping I don't get any bubbles along this edge, because that is going to be really hard to be able to put my stick in there and get that out without messing up my pattern. And I just love that color right there. That is just gorgeous. Hopefully this one's not going to run over. Okay, I have mess, that's what I have. Give me these. I'll go ahead and do some more of these, I suppose. Just so I can clean out my my mold here. I don't really know that I'm going to have enough to do all 3 of these. And then I will add a little, maybe I'll just swirl it. Okay, so that took basically almost 4 ounces. So you might as well just say 4 ounces because it didn't give me nothing but a a um, a butterfly and a couple of small flowers that I'm fixing to probably mess up my design because I've got to go in with a tool so I can poke these down in here because I really want them to be not really what I wanted. I wanted a swirled one, but you know. Hello guys, welcome back. Time to demold. And I'm not even gonna lie, the soap dispenser did not turn out. So I didn't even finish it. But now the flowers and the butterfly, they turned out real good. I mean, the marbling turned out exceptional. And I love how those little flowers turned out. I love that white in there. It just made it just the perfect amount of white that you need. And I think the darker blue, I can't really tell, but it looks like the blue took over more of the turquoise than, what I had wanted. I wanted, all of it to show, but they still turned out pretty though. Here, I wish I would have had, a little bit more white in the front of the butterfly so it wouldn't be all solid blue. But in the end, it's still pretty. I mean, it still turned out real good. And I'm gonna, I'll rhinestone those. And then the flowers, I'll do the same thing too. I'll probably either put rhinestones on them or, I don't know, maybe go around them with some paint pen silver or something like that. Now, the thing with this soap dispenser, it turned out really well. I mean, the marbling turned out great. The lid is warped. So, and there's no way to fix it. You'll be able to see here in a minute what I'm talking about how the mold kind of, it's the lid on it is just, you'll see it how it, caves in and all that. I mean, these are just cheap, flimsy molds. I mean, they're not cheap in price, but unfortunately, they're cheap. So, it was like that when I got it, and I didn't think anything of it because I was new then, and I didn't know anything, really. I should have sent it back, but I didn't. I laid it out thinking that, it'll go back to its original shape. Not a chance. So if you get a mold like that, don't think that it's going to go back to its way, because yeah, I haven't had a mold yet to do that. So now if I get a mold like that, I just send it back. I don't even finish unpackaging it. And that's, because they slam everything together in a bag, and it ruins your molds. So, and here I'm just wiping off the soapy water from where I sprayed it into the mold to help it release more. and I had a little bit of, overpour on this one and the bottom of the jar, but I mean, it wasn't a whole lot. But I didn't even finish it because there was no sense in finishing it because the lid did not fit. And this being not a screw top lid anyway, I wanted it to fit snug because otherwise it's going to come apart when you go to, somebody picks it up, by the dispenser or whatever, which, I mean, it could still happen, but with a mold like this where it doesn't sit flush and it doesn't sit tight and straight, there's really going to be a chance for the lid to come off. So, and I'm struggling with this lid. And I don't know, I really, the design, now that now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, the design is kind of weird. I don't know why they wouldn't have put a screw top lid on there. Because it really kind of doesn't make any sense. I just not thought of that. I mean, it's weird that it's just going to sit on there and expect it to sit without coming off, especially if you got kids, because them kids be picking it up by the soap handle and all that, and that lid's gonna come off and soap's going everywhere. So, I mean, you could use it for other things, but I mean, I guess you could use it for, maybe like a little flower vase for maybe one single rose or flower or something in your bathroom. Um, unless I can get it when I re-pour it, and I do intend to revisit this mold. I did have to buy a new one, so I bought a new one, and it was way better than this one here. So, I do intend to revisit it. So, and here I'm still just trimming off the edges. One thing I will let you guys know, in case you haven't seen the note here on the left hand side of your screen, I do now have coupon codes for everyone. For Let's Resin, Bond Crafter, Eye Candy. Well, not Bond Crafter. I don't have one for Bond Crafter yet. I do have some stuff that they sent me to review. So they reached out to me and asked me if I would like to, review some of their stuff. So I told them yes, I would love to. Because I told them I'd already bought several of their items anyway. So, but I will have a coupon code hopefully soon. I know they're all on holiday until like the 9th. I think everybody in China goes back to work on the 9th. So hopefully I'll get a coupon code or something like that, becoming an affiliate. I have become an affiliate with Let's Resin, Eye Candy. I'm trying to think of who else is in there. And oh, Resiners is also, I have just links and coupon codes for them. Excuse me. I'm waiting on my coupons or my response back from INTORESIN. And like I said, once I do the reviews on Bond Crafter, then I should be able to get coupon codes there as well. So y'all just make sure that if y'all purchase anything that you know, hit that link and use my coupon code. I think it's like 15% off. So hey, 15% is dang good, because I know a lot of the people on here, they have coupon codes and theirs isn't 15%. How I wound up with 15%, I have no idea, but I'm not complaining. So and I don't know why I'm sitting here trimming this. I guess well, I know why I'm doing it, because I think in my head that if I trim that lid's going to go on there. Well, that lid still doesn't go on there. So this was a really quick and easy tutorial, basically, because this was a failure. It was a bomb. So, and I like to keep, my fails in here so you guys can see that, not everything's going to come out the way you want it to come out. And that's okay. You can always revisit it, that day or another day or whenever, but it it's going to happen. You're going to have failures. Don't get discouraged. Just keep on trucking along, because that's how we learn, is through our mistakes and our failures. So, but don't let it discourage you and all that. Just get back up and smile and say, okay, I'm going to conquer it today. But really, this would have turned out very pretty if, however, the lid, the silicone lid would not have been warped, and it would have turned out fine. Because, I mean, the marbling and stuff turned out great. It's just the lid is lopsided. So, yep. And also, and I've put it up in the top, so I know you guys have seen it, but we are halfway to our 250 mark for our first giveaway. So I'm super excited about that. So yeah. But you want to be subscribed in order to be able to, be able to enter to win. And I would hate for, y'all to watch and not being subscribed, and then you don't get to, be entered in the drawing because, of course, you're not subscribed to the channel. So, and it's only for subscribers only is who's going to get to participate in the giveaway. So, but yeah, I was really bummed about this mold. I'm sitting here just, bending it every which way, thinking I can get it to fit, and it's literally still sitting in my craft room, and I looked at it today and it's still wonky. I mean, the lid's completely warped. So there's no way to fix it. So I just went ahead and bought a new mold, threw that one in the trash, and went on about my business. Now, if y'all know a way that you can fix them, by all means, you guys let me know, okay? Because I would love to know how to do it. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. They were dropping off my grandkid. She spent the night with someone last night, so. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying about this mold here, the lid was warped. It wasn't worth even finishing it up, because I knew it wasn't going to work. So I just went ahead and bought another one, and made sure that it wasn't warped, and it wasn't. So that's kind of a good thing. But I will definitely be revisiting this again. So, you know, like I said, if if you have a failure, don't get discouraged, because I mean, I have failures all the time. Just get up, dust yourself off, and rethink it and do it all over again. I mean, that's, the old saying is resin does what resin wants to do, and that's about the way it works. In this case, though, it wasn't the resin, it was the actual mold. That's what did it, for this particular pour. So, um, and you can tell that it's lopsided on one side sticking up too much, the other side's not. It just, yeah. So, I mean, it turned out pretty though. I love how it marbled, and I probably won't get the same marble again. I really don't even know why I'm sitting here trimming it. I guess I was thinking that, it was going to just magically go flat, like it's supposed to while it was sitting. No, because I looked at it yesterday and that thing still worked as all get out. But, I don't know what I was thinking here. Apparently, I wasn't using my head, because I should have known it was not going to do what I wanted it to do. But it's fine, not a big deal. I have another mold and I can always redo it. So I'm not gonna, I'm not too worried about it. But I mean, I really didn't have that much overage here though. So I was kind of shocked. I'm getting a little better with, you know, the doming. So, or I did on this one anyway, because I didn't have hardly any trimming on any of them really. And like I said, still don't know why I'm sitting here trimming this one. I mean, I may make a vase or something out of it, or a pin holder or something. I don't know. I may use it for my little spoons. And you can see there what I was showing you, like there was a big dent in the side of it, somehow. So that's part of the mold too. Don't know what happened there. I couldn't see anything, but apparently it's somewhere in the mold. Um, because here I'm trying to push it out, and I was looking at it today or yesterday, and it went right back to that shape. So there's definitely something wrong with that whole complete mold. But not a big deal. Like I said, I'll redo it. You know, I've got I bought a new one, so, and as far as I know, it's perfect. It's not, the lid's not warped on it. Um well, I know the lid's not warped. The mold itself, I don't know. I'm hoping it doesn't have that bubble in the around the bottom of it, like, you know, that one does. Because if it does, I'm gonna be really upset. Because I mean, it's like, but I couldn't see anything in this mold though. That's what's crazy. So make sure you guys check y'all's molds and stuff when y'all get them. If they're not up to your standards, send them back. I wouldn't, don't be ashamed to send them back. I mean, even though these are cheap molds, like I said, they're not cheap on our pocketbook. So, and that's what I do now. I mean, if I get something that's not, if it's warped, if it's been smashed in the bag, whatever, I don't even mess with it. I just send it back, because there's no telling how long it's been sitting in that bag, because they are machine made. They make them by machine. They throw them in a bag, and there's no telling how many years or something, whatever it's set in that bag. So it's automatically going to form to that shape. So if it's thrown in a bag, and Timu's the world's worst about just throwing everything in together. Amazon's gotten a little better, but sometimes they do the same thing. They'll just chunk them molds in with everything all together. So, but you know. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.